chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we getting bottles in up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new, the old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking, slapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block, straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-time. And if you ain't know, this is how it goes down. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all. Well, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burden.
Bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And it looks like he's gonna have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down. They're trying the left side with Swift. Space to run inside the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and Tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dark. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Duvernay to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Rose Odunze, the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll get about 2. Devon Holland up to make the tackle.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts, but the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one blown up. Good surge on the drop level. The loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
Second and goal at the Giants' 9-yard line.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Holston Lovely. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Bears off to the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this.
The kickoff for Chicago.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Hey, read our key. Let's go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is intercepted. He gets free. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Cougar 19.
Operating to the gun.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
What is up?
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones. And we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
2nd and 10.
What is up?
Throwing again, Williams. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On the ground, it's Swift. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chain.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Backs to the tight end, Loveland. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Nice game.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. And he'll take this one in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Dart. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play for the Giants. That goes for 58.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
To the air again goes Dart. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away. 3rd and short. Here's Dart. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Giants. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft. hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
At their own 26-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On third down, it's Williams. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
They're on 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football at their own 40.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Ready?
A play fake. Now Dart. Left side, that's Johnson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We'll go play action here with Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 30-yard line.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Dart, moving to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Malik Neighbors, and he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play run after catch.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Swift. Oh, a loose football. One of the Giants has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. On 2nd down, Dart. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no chance to down this one. He carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. In motion, it's Odunze. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chicago.
Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No game.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to have the Bears 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run. It's Swift. Open space inside the 10. To the pylon. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Santos, the kickoff for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On play action, it is Dart. They look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
This one taken in by Hyatt. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big-time play out of the G-men. 39 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Tracy will take this in for a Giants touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Swift. The ball comes out. One of the Giants has it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it.
Remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Williams now to throw. He's got lovely free left side. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Roll Ogunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Gunn. Oh, the ball's out. The Bears have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On first down, Dart. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. '70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Shut down. Motion. Check.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
What is up?
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll try the right side with Swift. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bears 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Here we go.
Ready? Here's a designed run. What a run by Swift. 41 yards.
41 yards on the play. That's another Bears
whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
What is it?
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. Talk things over before third down. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. The Giants can call their third final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just
a big hole. He's inside the 40. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 57 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bears.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Put him in the stand. You keep off. If you're trying to end up. If I end up bad, I end up. You just soft type. What? Fake up, soft type.
Do it. Let's go. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of 26
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Dart gonna throw it again, and he's gonna go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Montez Sweat, he gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is brought in, and he's gonna have the Giants' 1st down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stuff.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been stocked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no leg. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little bushy run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and made up. Yeah, made up. You got such a pretty face, what I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I...
Symbol is I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Pond. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, not you. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. Oh, you stay with him. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe. I'm what they wanna be.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now Stroud. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. McKinnon here is complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Throwing again is Stroud. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Stroud. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Richardson off the play fake. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Play clock at 4. We're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, and the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Ready?
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down, and he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in. Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Kendrick. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, a 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right. 118. What's up?
And Stroud now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
18. What's up? Look at high. 19 Texas. Why Tony? Hey, south. Bucky.
3rd and goal, Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
18. What's up? Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud. This is caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Richardson. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
18, press all 80.
Richardson looking to throw this. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Here's Richardson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now it's Richardson. And it's complete to Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 9, go.
Taylor. And a nice job of break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Cup 19, Cup 70 Lions.
Richardson. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Colts drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud off the play fake. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Colts. First
18, 5 in.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Well, going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
7-5, 60 Mavericks.
Now Richardson yet again. Running the slant, and he finds Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
19, Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, run, Warriors, 70.
40-yard line.
70 raises, step 50, jump 60.
Richardson working from the gun. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10.
19 tight, 19, go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down the field, he's got one. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, 29 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
70, 2, trap 50, cowboy 80.
A final shot before the half, Richardson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Richardson. A final shot before break. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Allen Pierce, as time expires in the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Open man, the tight end Warren. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's another. First and 10 at the 20.
From the shotgun, Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
Here we go. 18, Rattler, 870.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On the quick, right?
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4. Stroud out of the gun here. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out and
there he goes, left side. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. A give for Taylor running right side. And now off to the races down the right right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Colts are an extra point away from going up by 30. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Colts 42, Texans 12.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Stroud sets up the play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there was just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Nineteen tight. Stop low, 18. Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. From left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Stroud. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A Huge play there for Houston. 56 yards. They'll run with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. This will be caught at about the 6. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From a yard out. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Texans 20.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now Richardson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Here's Richardson to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Richardson to throw off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor from 8 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. 19 Texans. 18.
Now Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll try to do it himself. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Tony. 118.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And that incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
That second down play nets a -4. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Left side, he finds Pierce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Delivers another one to Pierce. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Brings up second and
7 Pirates.
Their 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to the air with Richardson. He's going up top for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Oh, I got it. Tony.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions. No late.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of been... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's the backup Goff. Under His guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Now he's loose again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Goff. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when moving like that.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Value three.
Gone. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired.
while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. One last throw here for Goff. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion.
14. The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride, too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though